Still in Morocco, the 17th day started with a mini surf trip in a sweet old Ferrari with a couple of friends from the hostel. After, my friend Nia and I moved into an apartment a few minutes from the hostel. My friend Analdi and I hitchhiked to the nearby city of Agadir to explore the port area a bit. I got pooped on by a bird for the first time in my life. We found a cable car thing and went up to a castle overlooking the city at sunset. We hitchhiked back and got some street food. I went for a surf the next morning before exploring the nearby skate park with some friends. I used to skate a lot growing up, but have since sworn it off because of how easy it is to get injured. It was a blast from the past watching the skaters. The next day, I woke up feeling a little under the weather, which quickly progressed to me being unable to move with chills, sick in bed. Nirda was super nice and brought me food and tea. I was sick in bed the next day, as was Nirda now. We talked about different stuff, like why we like travel, and Nirda passed on his wise advice. The world is a cool place, and both of us agree the best part of travel is the different people you see and meet, not necessarily the monuments or food, although those things are great too. It's funny though, because in each culture you find the guy who likes to play guitar at a party, the quiet girl who likes to read, the older guy who gets into cooking and retirement, etc. Yet there are still clearly distinct differences in how people dress and act between countries. It's fascinating, but why is this? Nirda's observation answers this question. Let's take 3 random countries and say each country is its own petri dish, with the borders of the country being the borders of the dish. All humans are this pink bacteria here. At baseline, we're all the same, but the different governments, policies, population sizes, economies, weather, etc. of each country are like a solution that combines with the bacteria to create variations that seem different, yet still have some inherent pink bacteria commonalities. Traveling is so cool because you get to see what's similar and different across countries and see the diversity of humans, yet with undoubted shared characteristics. I think if everyone could make friends across cultures, there'd be a lot less racism and hatred and things like that. We also talked about traveling solo versus traveling with a friend or two. The merits of traveling solo are that you have so much space to meet new people and can operate on your own time, and the merits of traveling with friends are that you get to share experiences with someone you know. Both are great, and one's not better or worse. This trip has been solo for me so far, but will end with some friends in the last chunk. My New Year's Eve was spent unable to move in bed, chatting with Nird. The next day was the 1st of 2023. I still felt pretty ill, but rallied to hang at the beach with friends briefly. I started feeling a little better the next day. Here's an update. I currently feel like an eggplant that got rolled over by a truck, thrown into a blender, put on high or pulse for 3 minutes, and then thrown off a cliff. But at the bottom of the cliff, I land in level 5 rapids. There's some waves right now that I'm looking at from the rooftop here, but I am too sick to go out. It's day 4, trying to get through it, but hopefully it'll pass within the next day or 2. I'm ready to be healthy again. I was hoping to explore the city of Marrakech and more of the city of Agadir during this time, but sometimes when you get sick, you just gotta put things on hold, and that's okay. I did start feeling marginally better and caught my final sunset in Tagazout with friends from the hostel. I met Simon, who's Moroccan, and he invited us over for homemade tagine with his roommate. It was an absolute treat to eat my last dinner in his home, and it was delicious. Afterwards, I said bye to friends from the hostel. Feeling better overall, the next morning I gave myself a haircut with a little help and went out for my final surf. I was getting ready to finish when my leash broke and the board I was renting went crashing into jagged rocks. It was ruined. So, Nid and I hitchhiked to an ATM nearby, and I got to pay an extra $100 I wasn't expecting to for board repairs, which I think was a pretty good deal given the board was totaled. One last goodbye to some friends before heading to Agadir Airport. I had a layover in the largest Moroccan city of Casablanca, where I walked around a bit at night before getting to bed. Next up, more exploring in Spain.